Hello, everybody, and this is Prospect Boss, and today we're going to show you a short demonstration of our CRM Dialer, and we're not going to cover all of the features because that would turn into a rather lengthy training session. It's a quick demo. We're going to cover the big features. We're going to talk to you about how you can use it to better engage your leads and prospects and nurture them short and long term with our CRM. Now, you can take notes if you like, or you can watch this video many times as you like as well. And what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and get things started. If you follow the mouse, you can see where we're located. And let's go ahead and get going. So inside our CRM Dialer, you're going to have your own account up here in the top right-hand corner. And what's important here are your notification settings. You can receive notifications via email and text for all of your appointments, your hot list, we'll talk about that later, your voicemail, real-time lead alerts. You can receive notifications for all of these. We have a folder-based UI where you can create custom folders. You can set reminders for these folders and auto-create campaigns with these folders. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. So you can just move leads and contacts fluidly to and from different folders. We have our notifications for real-time lead alerts. We have integration with a lot of different real-time lead vendors, internet lead vendors, where your leads are pushed into your CRM Dialer in real time, and you can call them quickly. Voicemail in our system, you have your own voicemail. We'll talk more about that later. Here are your inbound SMS text alerts. There are none here. That's where they would show. And then, of course, your inbound emails. When somebody opens up one of your emails, you get an instant real-time notification, and you can click and call them instantly and strike while the iron's hot while you're top of mind with them. We have global search. You can search for a name or a phone number or part of. If you've just gotten somebody on the phone, you need to find their contact quickly. And let's work our way down the center of the screen with your calls, leads, appointments, callbacks, and hot list. So what these are is a summary for the past week of your productivity on the CRM Dialer. And they open a similar screen, but of course they are targeted and showing you the respective category of calls, leads, appointments, and callbacks. So, for example, if you go to calls, you will see the search screen of which you can change these search parameters, but below you will see all of those calls that made with that corresponding information and status and lead status. And you have the search dashboard here with all the different search parameters. Now, this is very common throughout the CRM Dialer, the same interface that you're seeing. You can search by any part of a name, phone number, email, zip, or location. Let's go back to the home screen. So those would be the same for the other categories. The hot list, now this is very important and very cutting edge. We've created an algorithm that automatically, this is a fluid document, a fluid list of your hot leads that changes based off of scores, and you can see the scores here. And there are points assessed for different types of contact and frequency of contact. So if you're getting or receiving or sending calls, text messages, emails, those account for points, and that's so these hot list contacts are top of mind for you, and you know you need to pay attention to. Throughout the system, you're going to see the functionality just like you see here with the hot list. You can click to call, you can email, you can initiate an auto drip. We'll talk more about that later. That's a long-term nurture. And then an SMS as well, an SMS text. In the center is your calendar. I like month view. You can also do list view if you like, where all of your appointments and call reminders would show. And then, of course, you can create appointments on the fly. Over here to the top left of the screen under calling campaigns, my campaigns. So a campaign is just a list of people that you want to call or contact, I guess I should say, via the different methods we have. This is where you edit and manage all of your campaigns. So you'll see the name, the status, the number of contacts, leads, so on. But let me show you how easy it is to create a campaign. Up here in the top right-hand corner, click Create Campaign. Name your campaign. The country would be US. You can place this under an existing folder or just create a new folder. You can assign a closer account. So this is somebody you would transfer the call to, because if you're using the CRM Dialer agent account, you're using the account you see in front of you, and you're generating leads for the closer. So you could transfer that or assign the leads you generate when you transfer them to the closer account. You can assign disposition folders. For example, a very common disposition for your leads might be call back in 30 days. So that's a quick click button. You're going to upload your leads via an Excel CSV file. Click Next. Some of the settings, I won't go over all this, but just some of this. One important thing is the answer machine recording. I can click a button, drop a message into somebody's voicemail, and the system's going to transfer me to the next live caller. So what this does, this maximizes the amount of talk time that you have with people, because the more people you talk to, the more leads, the more prospects, the more appointments and sales you generate. And there are specific calling hours, best practices for businesses and consumers. So this maximizes the amount of people that you talk to during those peak hours. Caller ID, you can type in your own caller ID that you want, or, and this is a game changer, you can use our local presence feature that automatically shows a phone number with a similar area code as the one that you're dialing. That's guaranteed to give you more pickups. You can adjust the ring time, the number of lines you're calling. We have auto pause that slows down the CRM dialer so you can become more acclimated to it if you're a new user. Call recording for training and monitoring purposes with third-party validation. We have time zone protection to keep you in compliance. Property information via Zillow and Trulia. You can even upload your own script. If you have somebody making phone calls for you, you can attach a script. Next step. So you can email individuals, you can text message them, you can send a single text, you can initiate a drip sequence for both the emails and the text messages. Last thing you're going to do is map your data. So the left column is what's in the CRM Dialer, the right column is what is in your Excel CSV file. And you're going to label those with column headers. So for example, I will match company to company. I will match phone to phone, address to address, state to state. So you get the idea. Then you'll submit and that campaign will be created as you're notified right there. So, tell you what we're going to do. We're actually going to make a quick few phone calls. So let me scroll down and find, yep, this campaign will work. I'm going to resume this campaign. So what you see here in the top right-hand corner, we've got time zone protection to keep you in compliance. We've got an FTC abandonment rate meter that will monitor your ongoing dropped call percentage. So we're going to keep you in compliance there. Here with the dialing session, we're dialing 3 lines. You're going to see the name, the phone number being dialed, and the status. You've got 2 calling, 1 not reachable. Let's see if we can get somebody on the phone here. I'm going to show you a couple of disposition buttons and how you can filter these leads into hot leads, cold leads, sales, appointments, and so on. So you can see we've got a new batch of names and numbers. Not reachable on 1. So in a matter of, less than a minute, we've already dialed 6 or 7 different people. Most of our customers are using our 3-line CRM dialer, dialing 2 or 3 lines at a time, a smaller percentage. Now here I've got somebody, so I can click the call transfer button and enter a phone number or select my closer. I can hang up on the call or I can drop a voicemail. So it's dropping that voicemail and it's transferred me to the next live call. Now I'm going to discuss with you the disposition buttons. On the right, call back, meaning you need to call them back, or got lead. They are a hot, warm, or cold lead. Do not call, meaning they're not interested. I can send an email. I can schedule a phone call or an appointment. They are a sale, meaning I've got a policy sold or an app sold or a sale, and I can document the value. And also can also just send a SMS text. In the center, you've got all of your fields that you can edit on the fly. You can type in notes, and of course, here's your property information via Zillow and Trulia. Let's go ahead and pause that session. I'm going to document those. I'm going to hang up, and we're going to move on with the demonstration. So, a couple other, let's go to the next module. Shared campaigns. If you have 2 or more people using your CRM dialer, and you have 2 or more CRM dialers, multiple people can call the same campaign at the same time. You have your own call center. We call that round robin dialing. You can create a ringless campaign if you purchase this product, these credits. This is a ringless voicemail message that goes directly to a cell phone without ringing. You can upload the message. You can type in the caller ID that shows up, and it will deliver those, and you're only charged for successful deliveries to cell phones. Calling reports. You can record phone conversations. This is where you would find those phone conversations. Here, you can actually play and download. You'll notice that the search screen is very similar. Campaign settings in our system. You can save your campaign settings and preferences for future reference so you can create future campaigns quicker. Maybe you find yourself creating the same campaign and you're setting the same, attaching the same voicemail, the same number of rings, the same email templates. Well, you can save that. So we try to automate as much as possible for you. Custom fields. So regardless of your industry, your business, maybe you have your own language in your industry or at your place of business, you can actually create custom fields. Maybe you have their dog's name or the year built of their home or their favorite color. Whatever it is you need, you can upload it. Soft phone settings in our system. We require a soft phone connection. It's kind of like a conference call. So you have to make a call into our phone servers. This is where you can talk to and hear people. You can make phone calls through the soft phone we have built into the CRM dialer, or through your landline phone, home phone, office phone, cell phone. We talked briefly about disposition folders. You can create custom disposition folders. You can attach up to 5 folders per calling campaign. These disposition folders show up during your calling campaign with quick click buttons to move them and tag them accordingly. Here are our HotList contacts we talked about on the home screen. So you'll notice up here in the top right-hand corner, I can select all of these HotList contacts and I can start calling them. I can email them. I can text message them. If I don't want to do the whole batch, I can actually just do the same for one. Over on the right-hand side, actions, you'll see these same call to action buttons, call, SMS, email, and initiate a drip sequence. Throughout the system, you're going to see the ability to export up in the top right-hand corner. You can export, you can print it, or export it as an Excel CSV file. And here are your calling scripts. Listen, if you can read, write, and click a mouse, you can use our system. And if you use it, we promise you, you're going to get results. I'm going to talk to you how we can help you with that later. So here are your calling scripts. It's actually very easy. You create a call strip, upload it, and save it. Let's talk about the Boss phone number and voicemail. I mentioned that earlier. When you sign up with our service, you get to choose an area code. We will give you a phone number in that area. You can only set this number once. You can forward these phone calls to another phone number. You can set up a welcome greeting, like your name, and a voicemail greeting. There's your voicemail box, your inbound calling reports, contacts, and leads. I'm just going to touch on this real quick because this is a very similar screen to what we saw before. Actually, let's go to view contacts. To what we saw before on the home screen. You'll notice that the search parameters are the same. Call status, campaigns. We try to keep things uniform so you can identify and search and locate what you need to in regards to specific contacts. This will expedite your learning curve. What I want to touch on here, though, under contacts and leads is the Facebook leads. So when you create a Facebook form, we can integrate that Facebook form. And it's very simple as connecting to your Facebook using your username and password. Then any forms you have already created in Facebook will actually show up here. So you can see we have a number of different Facebook forms, and any parameters that you have set in those forms. For example, this has email, first and last name. The other form has a phone number. So these will automatically be pushed into your CRM Dialer. Social media obviously is booming. There's always new apps and new venues, but Facebook is still the largest. So you can view those Facebook leads, and of course you have the ability to nurture those Facebook leads via the email, the text, the SMS, or the ringless voicemail. Reports. So the report that you're going to use the most is campaign statistics. The other reports just show simply deliverability of the SMS or the ring list, but campaign statistics, this is a report that you can run in real time, remotely, anytime you want. You can use it for timesheets, performance evaluations. You'll see some of the metrics, leads generated, emails sent, sales volume, not reachables. Now you see a call actually just came in and I just declined it. So you can receive inbound phone calls. Let's see, email campaigns. So in our system, you can actually choose to use your own email, or you can use your email account with ProspectBoss, and it looks the same. You have your inbox, sent, drafts, spam. You can compose an email. Most of us have done that. Very easy to do. Email blasts. You can simply load a list and choose your specific targets. For example, you may choose all leads, hot leads, cold leads, and you can send that email blast. Drip email is a series of emails that go out automatically over time. It's a schedule. So you're creating a schedule, like up here in the top right-hand corner, and I'm going to tell the CRM Dialer when I hit the send button for that email, they're going to receive this email. Then automatically after 3 days, they're going to receive this email. I can actually send 8 emails over the course of 30 days. Email templates, they're just like creating an email. Most of us have done this. You're going to create your email template, and then you'll save it. And then you can save or assign these templates to your calling campaigns and your drip emails and your email blast. The SMTP configuration is where you actually input your outbound server settings if you want to use your own email. So you can use ProspectBoss or your own email. If you need help with that, our support team will take care of you. SMS campaigns, I'm not going to go over this because it's the same thing as the email. You can see that. It's under SMS blast and SMS templates. But with the SMS templates, of course, you have the ability to use emojis, just like your phone, okay? Now, I will point this out, the same with email, you can auto-merge fields to personalize based off the information you have in your Excel CSV file. So salutation, last name, Mr. Smith, Miss Jones. So personalization is always a good thing when you're prospecting. Now, drip campaigns. Let me touch on this. This is probably one of the most important features we have with the drip campaigns. There's essentially 3 steps. I'm going to go to the second one, where the first is drip templates, and then drip campaigns and autopilot drip. So the drip template, we've been talking about this already. A template would be a template for your email, a template for your SMS text, or a template for your ringless voicemail message that we talked about earlier on. Now, what you will do is all of these templates are stored under a folder. So for example, here is a folder named Saturday Demo. And inside this folder, I have 1 mail template, 1 SMS template, and 1 voicemail template. So this is where all of your material, your templates are stored. The next step in this is your drip campaign. Now here you're actually assigning a schedule, just like we talked about with the email schedule that goes out after this day and that day and these many days. Well, see here, you're combining all of these methods, your voicemail, your email, your text messages, because everything's going towards the mobile device. And this is what we're gearing this towards. People sometimes don't even listen to their voicemail, they read the transcripts. So we've got you covered. So for example, this drip here has a voicemail drop, it has a SMS, and it has an email. So you can see the name of the folder where it is. You can see the campaign name that we pulled that template from. Of course, throughout the system, if you haven't noticed, you've got actions throughout where you can edit and you can delete campaigns, so it's very user-friendly. So these are all of your drip campaigns. What that looks like, let me just show you real quick. When you're creating a task, I'm going to choose the campaign where I have that particular template. I'm going to choose the type. In other words, is it an email, a text, or a ringless? And then this is where I'm pulling it from, the folder, and then the template inside that folder. And I can actually send this, get this, over 365 days, I can send, you can send as many as you want. Obviously, you don't want to send too many to your customers. I can send it X many days later. I can send it on a specific date, or I can set it to recurring. It will start after 1 day. It'll occur every 4 days, and it will end after 4 occurrences. So what you're seeing here with the drips is this is a particular schedule, including a voicemail, an SMS, and an email. Here's another schedule. Okay. Then the autopilot drip, the last module, this is when you actually send it, because you've just been creating the template and then the schedule. So here's when you would actually send it. Lead vendors, we've actually already talked about real-time leads. We have integration with a lot of different lead vendors, and we're certainly welcome to new integrations. I'm going to skip the CRM and the settings, except for one thing, because this is where all of your voice recordings are stored under settings. These are your on-hold and answering machine recording messages. You can create those via a WAV file format. If you don't have it, we have a voice recorder built into the CRM Dialer. You can record it here. Guess what? You also have video recordings. Yep. How this works is you will record a video. It will show up as a GIF, just a couple second animated clip from your video. When they click on it, it will show up in a separate window and play the full video. We have a video recorder built in as well, in addition to the voice recorder. You're uploading these. If you have your own video, it's going to be an MP4 format. User preferences, I'm going to skip, and I'm going to go to helpful tutorials. So with our system, we have a lot of different support options. We have phone support, chat support, videos, live training, pre-recorded training. We have, I'll show you how to get started. Like I said, if you can read, write, and click a mouse, you're not going to have any problem using our service. But all the ongoing training and support you need is free. We will take good care of you. So how do I get started? We have both transcript and videos. We have frequently asked questions. You can see we have a lot of them. And of course, we have video help. We're always adding to this. So that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the demonstration for our CRM Dialer. Now, we're going to do anything we can to help you be successful. All the ongoing training and support you need is free. We've got a great team right here in the States. If you need help with scripts, leads, best practices, we can help you with that. We're not just giving you one component of a successful sales system. We're giving you a business in the box. And we're going to do anything we can to help you be successful. So on that note, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your consideration. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. So long.